Hi everyone, my name's Maureen, this is my daughter Jackie and my granddaughter Lauren. And we'd like to bring to you...
Go Ask Your Mother!
How aware are both of you of feminism as a concept?
What do you mean on a scale of 1 to 10?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how feminist are you?
10.
Yeah. How feminist are you, Nelly?
No, I've not thought about it much really. See, that's the difference.
Not really thought about it.
That's the difference.
Well, this is the
What
thing.
have you not thought about much?
About feminism.
But you've
and
actually
standing up for
done
your
it though.
right.
You have done it though,
I
haven't
know.
you? You've not thought
yes,
lived
but
it.
no, it's been a gradual process, I suppose. The only thing that I have thought about is that if a person goes to work, whether they're man, woman, whatever, if they do exactly the same job and they don't, one gets more than another, that is not right.
Or a job of the same worth. It doesn't even have to be exactly the same job.
No,
it?
no.
'Cause that's how
of the same. Yes.
The thing at Ford's was that the ladies there were
Yes,
doing the machining.
too
They were doing a
true.
job that was a skilled job.
Absolutely.
And the men were doing a similar
Yes.
job, but they didn't get paid the same. And that's
No,
why
that's
they went on
right.
strike, and that's where the Equal Pay Act, how that came in.
That's all that I feel strongly about with feminism.
You feel like equal pay for equal
Absolutely.
work,
Yeah.
I think lots of people do.
Yes.
I think the problem with that is that it's all like subconscious. So it's in Sheryl Sandberg's book Lean In, which have you heard of? I know you won't. Nanny's going, like you don't know what that is.
No.
But it's a book anyway about working. Sheryl Sandberg's like the CEO of Facebook, and she was like big in Google and stuff. So she wrote this book called Lean In. It's about women being like, you should lean in and all this nonsense. But something that she does say in there that's quite interesting is that she says women, when they're having their pay review, women tend to be paid based on what they've already done. So based on what you've achieved. Whereas men tend to get rewarded based on their potential. Because it's the way, it's just subconscious. It doesn't mean that, people who are doing the pay reviews like are valuing people more, but it's just the way you look at a young man, even women probably as well. You sort of go, oh yeah, he's nearly there. He's going to do some good things. Whereas a woman, she has to be like, look, I've got this degree, I've got this master, I'm doing this stuff. You have to really prove that you've done it before people look at you that way. Because people still sort of see men as a potential future thing, whereas women, I don't know if it's because they tend to leave work and have babies and all this other historical thing. But I still feel like for women in the workplace, you're constantly proving yourself, because I know I had that in my last job, where like people get hired in above you who are not as experienced as you and all this nonsense.
Yeah, well, when I was working, before I had you and then where I went back, the board, there weren't any women on the board for a long, long while.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to my friend about this exact same sort of thing and saying to some of the men, oh yeah, we think there should be women on the board, and they're sort of more or less, oh yeah, well, don't hold your breath kind of thing. And then eventually a couple of women did get onto the board, like younger than me, but one in particular had to work so hard.
Yeah.
She really worked. I don't think she was married, I can't remember, but she worked such long hours, more than the men did.
Yeah, in order to prove yourself.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
What was that thing when you had an interview for a job and they asked you if you had a boyfriend?
Yeah, that was when I started off in IT, working for Tilbury Docks. So there was an office just inside the docks, and on a bit of a tangent here, but they had all different grades for dockers, and because there was then IT was coming in then, they had to relate those grades to what the dockers earn on their different pay scales. And of course IT was very well paid then, so we were paid a lot more than a lot of the men doing the dock work. When you got promotion, you had to have an interview, so you didn't just, you did your training in the office, and then you became a junior programmer or a senior programmer. Each one of those steps you had to have an interview, because it's the same grades as all the dockers.
Yeah.
And you had not just the people in your office interviewed you, they're like high up people who ran the docks.
Oh, right.
Like men who'd been dockers and worked all the way through, I suppose they were. There's an interview for a position, and there were 3 of us that started at the same time, two girls and 1 boy, and the boy got the job. And they had asked me in the interview, oh, have you got a boyfriend? And I said yes. And they said, are you going to be getting married anytime soon? And I said, I thought quickly on my feet and said, oh no.
But you were like,
No.
hide my ring.
Yeah, I did have a ring by then. But I left there when I was 19. And I started there when I was about 16. I was there about 2.5 years. So I wasn't that old, like I was going to be married and getting married and having children the next day. But even if I was, that wasn't the point. But they did ask me that, and the boy got the promotion, and some of the other blokes in the office said to me, or somebody definitely, at least one person said to me, oh, well, you had the best interview, but Tony got the job. This other guy got the job. You were the best, but he got the job.
Oh, that must make you so angry.
Yeah.
I'm angry now thinking about it.
Yeah.
It makes my blood boil.
And there's one or two women, like I can remember only 2 women, and me and this other girl who started at the same time, who worked in the whole department. The rest were men. I always quite liked working with a lot of men in the office. Not in a funny way, but
no, I just meant, are you one of those women who's like, oh, I can't be friends with women. I'm just friends with men.
No, because I had friends at work as well who were women.
Okay.
Who I could name, but I won't name one here. But
I could name them. I am friends with women. Sue, she was my friend.
No, I just think, I don't know what I think really.
It's good to have a mix, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't have to, it's silly if you're getting too segregated with anything.
Yeah. Well, you're saying the same as you said about schools, that when you look back on it,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
follows the same path.
Yeah. Maybe it was just at the time when I was working, and it's different now, but I think perhaps I just quite like a bit of banter and all that sort of thing that maybe you get more with men. I don't know what it is really, and
it's a generalisation though, isn't
it? It is a very generalisation of me to say that. It is,
yeah.
It is, yeah. But I think it was perhaps more true then, I don't know.